playthrough for the title track of the first Out of Darkness recording, Seize the Day.
That's gonna be
Brent Smedley, aka Deadly Smedley, drummer for Out of Darkness, Tempest Rain, Leather Nun, and Spectrum. I was originally born in Virginia, around Fort Belvoir, actually in Fort Belvoir, an army base in Virginia, which is its own little town. The closest landmark is really like Mount Vernon. Moved to Florida when I was 2 years old, Jacksonville, Florida. I first started playing drums around the age of 7. I started off playing piano, like a lot of people do, and gravitated towards drums and percussion. Studied from a next door neighbor for a short while when I was 7. And did that for a couple years. And then I got back into it around the age of 13, got serious about it, got with a certified drum instructor, Jimmy Glenn Sr., rest in peace. He taught a lot of the great drummers from the Jacksonville and North Florida area. Biggest inspiration would be, that's a tough question. I I would say, I love all kinds of music, but heavy metal is my favorite flavor for sure. And of specific drummers, I would have to go with like Dean Castronova. Dean Castronova is my all-time favorite. Gene Hoglan, Nico McBrain, Vinnie Paul, Scott Rockenfield, Tommy Aldridge. A lot of great guys. As far as music, I would say like Black Sabbath was the one that initially got me interested in metal, and then Maiden, Iron Maiden. They're the kings to me. And then the newer metal bands, not really newer, but after them, like Queensryche, Pantera, but also Yngwie Malmsteen and stuff like that. Judas Priest, of course, can't leave them out. The thing I like about recording is trying to get it as close to perfection as you can. Trying to get the perfect take. And also the layering up of percussion sometimes. Adding like shakers and tambourine and stuff like that. Any kind of tom overdubs. Adding all the parts together to make it sound full. Like that, and hearing the whole song, fully done up and orchestrated, so to speak, in the studio. Playing live, I would say the energy, the energy exchange. To me, that's the most important thing playing live, is capture the energy, followed by trying to play the right tempos, and then, of course, trying to play all the right parts and all that. But capturing the energy and that feel of like, there's nothing like a live show, especially when it's going good. My equipment is Vic Firth drumsticks, Sabian cymbals, and PDP DW drums. The best sticks, cymbals, and drums in the business. The guy that does my tattoos, he's actually an old friend of mine I've known since I was a teenager. His name is D. Peacock. He has his own shop, Peacock's Tattoo. He's been in business for 38 years. D. Peacock. He did this and this. These are the only two that I have. A couple really exciting things are Out of Darkness has new management as of about 4 or 5 months. Distilled Entertainment. They're getting some things rolling for us for sure. Some exciting things in the works with that. And also, we're writing for our 3rd album. We're cooking up some fine metal masterpieces. It's coming along quite nice. We'll just say the metal is flowing quite nicely. Those are two of the most exciting things. Practicing, getting tight, sounding better than ever, coming up with new music, taking steps, making strides, spreading the metal far and wide. For new drummers, what I would say is get with a good teacher if you can to learn proper fundamentals, technique, like how to hold the sticks correctly and use your wrists and your fingers. Start learning songs of bands that you like. Play along to recordings. Play with other musicians, jam with other guitar players, bass players, whatever. Make sure you're always having fun with it. And there's a lot of resources now that weren't there when I was learning, like the internet and YouTube. And there's a lot of sites that have drum transcriptions and stuff. And there's a lot of play along videos to watch. So there's a wealth of material to learn from. Practice makes perfect. The more that you practice, the better that you get. It's as simple as that. You get into it, what you put out of it, make it fun. And, if you're persistent and consistent, you strive to achieve perfection. I would just like to say much love to all of you. Thank you for keeping metal alive. I would like to say live each day to the fullest. There's only one tonight. Let's make it one to remember. Onward and upward, ever forward. Metal lives because of you. I would like to thank, of course, my mother, my biggest supporter, the OG Deadly Smedley, Bonnie Smedley. She birthed me, gave me life, and has been supportive, her tireless, never-ending support of my dream music, playing drums. I would say the fans, of course, the most important thing. Everyone that's followed my career from the early days or at any time, all the people that have supported Out of Darkness and everything that I've ever done. My bandmates, Eric Barrios, Bill Staley, Gerald Bullard Jr., the greatest guys you could ever hope to jam with or hang out with. It helps to play with great people and great friends. Distilled Entertainment for taking us to new heights. Tina Basokius, I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong, from over in Germany. That may be about it for now. To all metalheads, music lovers, the world around, metal lives because of people like you, people like us. And it'll always be here. And it's better than ever. There's a resurgence coming back. I can feel it. There's good music coming. We're doing our part. You guys keep supporting us, and we'll keep it coming. Onward and upward, ever forward.